So how does a smart personal trainer like yourself know exactly what to do to be able to go from where you are to a multiple six to even a seven-figure business? What I'm going to show you right now is how you can have a plan in under 15 minutes to know exactly what it is that you need to be able to do. Because let's be perfectly honest, you're probably already busy. You're probably already doing a bunch of stuff that the other gurus and business coaches are telling you what it is that you need to do, but maybe it's not working. It's not working the way that you really want it to as well. And that's why I want to show you something right now. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to go through your scale plan right now. This it is the exact strategy. This is the exact method from all of the coaches that you've seen that work with us in the Coaches Cartel, being able to build successful online fitness businesses. And this is what I want you to be able to do, because for you, even if you haven't started yet, maybe you're thinking about starting an online fitness business, or maybe you've been in the game for years already and you want to continue to grow and scale something. What really comes down to is there's three things that we want to do for your fitness business right now. Number one, I want to make sure that you're going to earn the money that you want to be able to live the life that you want. Number two, I want you to have the impact that you want doing the work that you love. Like, let's just be honest. We got into the fitness game because we love it, because we want to be able to transform bodies and transform lives. And third, we want more freedom. We want to be able to live on our terms. And the best way to make that happen is to have a long-term successful business. So let's go into this right now, because if you're wondering, well, what is it that I need to do to be able to build my business? This is what we call a strategy session. So I'll pop a link below for you to be able to book in your very own one-on-one quick session. And this is how us as your coaches can go through, because the first thing we need to do is we need to talk about, where are you right now? How much money are you currently making? How much are you actually helping people? How many clients do you have? Where are you working from? So we're working from. These are things we need to understand from how you have your business set up right now. Because the next thing we need to talk about is, well, where do you want to go? What does success look like for you? How much money do you want to be able to earn? Maybe you want to be able to earn, let's say, $250,000 a year. You want to be able to have over 200 plus clients that you are helping. You want to be able to work from anywhere. What about the amount of work that you want to do? Do you want to be able to start at 10 a.m. and finish at 3 p.m.? Do you want to be able to just work in the mornings? Do you want to make sure that you have plenty of time to spend with your family, yourself, loved ones, doing the things that you want to do even outside of business as well? Because then the third thing we need to figure out is, well, what do you need? What is going to be that bridging gap from where you are now to where you want to go? And that's where we just need to list out the projects in what it is that you need. But it goes a little bit deeper, and this is how we get really specific. Because if you haven't seen the Genius model, there's 9 things that all successful fitness businesses have in place. We have the content map. Are you producing content that separates you from your competition, gets people to know who you are? The funnel filler. Are you making sure that you are being able to get people that know you into your actual sales pipeline so that you can turn them into clients? And avoiding what I call the friend trap, because people might be liking, engaging, even commenting and stuff, but they're not becoming clients. And that's what we want. We don't want more followers. We want more clients. This is why I have it. We want more impact, less followers. But the third thing we need, the lead microwave, is, let's be perfectly honest, there is going to be plenty of people that see your stuff to start off with that aren't going to buy straight away. So we need to make sure that we keep nurturing those leads and making sure that we able to stay on top of mind so that we can maximize your sales. Next, the event. Do you have a system in place that is going to be converting 7, 8, 9 leads out of 10 into your clients as well? Then there's the pipeline. Do you have an engineered set of steps to make sure that you're maximizing your sales? And then the follow-up, because let's be perfectly honest, there's only 24 hours in a day. There's only one of you, and you need to have automations, systems, and technology, and even team behind making sure that all of this process is working. Then, when it comes to actually setting up your coaching program, you've got to launch the right program first. You've got to make sure you get your first set of steps as foundation ready to rock and roll. We call the initial program with most of our members the hero program. Then you want to set up your signature system. What is the way for you to be able to actually have your clients be able to get the best possible results? But let's be honest, like, we can't avoid that. We never want to have subpar results. We want the best results for your clients. But 2, we want to maximize your profits. And three, we want to minimize your time input. Like even if you say, like for me, I was a personal trainer. I quit personal training in 2014 because I started my online fitness business. And then I went from training clients from 6 in the morning to 6 at night, 6 days a week. And then I went to being stuck behind a computer 24/7, 7 days a week. And it was even worse because I did it wrong when I first started. And then the ninth one, the profit maximizer. Do we have your business being able to set up to have a recurring income to make sure that it is actually set up to give you what it is that you really need to be able to do? So they're the 9 steps, but how do we make it to you so we know what it is that you need to have? Because you need to have these 9 engines in place. And this is where we come down to it. So in a strategy session, what we're going to go through is a ranking system. So really quickly, let's just talk about the funnel filler just to begin with. So let's say, okay, when it comes to you being able to get leads into your sales funnel, are you amazing at it? Are you good or are you bad or are you terrible? We just need to be able to have a ranking. So let's just say, okay, maybe to be honest, you're in the bad column right now. Well, we know that's good. And then all we need to be able to do is we need to go through all 9 of the engines to know what's going on. Some are going to be good, some aren't going to be so great, and that's perfectly fine because with what most coaches have is kind of like what we call a Swiss cheese problem. They've got a few holes in, we just need to plug those holes. So this is how we're able to start to diagnose what is it that you need, because the next step right now, and this is really important that you grasp this, if you just walk away from this training session grasping this, this will be worth your time. Because when we have gone through the process of fitness businesses going from the very start to even a 7-figure, hitting the $1 million mark, there's 5 rough stages that you're going to have to go through, okay? There is the battle, there is ignition, there is growth, there is freedom, and then there is abundance. And you can't see abundance because my ugly mug is in the way, so I'll drag myself up here. So what we can do is we look at these 5 sections and we go, well, where are you right now? Are you under $6,000 a month? Because you'll be in the battle section. Are you under $10,000 a month? Because you'll be in Ignite. Are you under $20,000? You'll be in growth. Under 45 in freedom, or 83 and above, you're going to be in abundance. Now, the reason that we have these stages is because there's 2 things that we need to understand. Let's just say, for example, you're between the $6,000 to $10,000 mark, so you're in the ignition phase. Now, what we need to understand is, well, how much wealth are you creating? Usually, it's very little. How much freedom do you have in this section? Usually, it's very little. But here's the kicker. This is the important stuff, is what is the problem that you are going to have when typically in this stage of growth in a fitness business? And it's going to be 1, lack of time from you because you're probably trying to do everything and it feels like you're overwhelmed. And 2, cash flow. You don't have the cash flow that you really need to scale the business further and to maybe even live the life that you want as well, which means there's a focus. We need to focus on just solving those key problems so that you can move from ignition to the next step. And that's how we get fitness businesses to continue to move through, because we need to focus on, if you are in the ignition phase, the typical answer is going to be lead generation systems and making sure that we have a high converting offer. So are we able to get leads to know you? Can we actually have the system to make sure that we then turn them into clients into your initial program to get rocking and rolling? That is how we understand the where are you now section. And that's going to make life easy if I drag my head down here. So you've just got to understand right now, well, where are you? Where are you in this section? And do you know exactly what problems you have? And do you know exactly what you need to be able to solve? As if we just like pause for a second right now, when it comes to building a fitness business, there's only, when it comes to building any business, if I could be honest, there is 2 things that we need to be able to do. And it comes to maybe even achieving anything, there's 2 things that we need to be able to do. That is, 1, are you doing the right things? Because let's be perfectly honest, you could be doing 1,000 different things to try and build your fitness business. You could be trying to set up Facebook ads. You could be trying to shoot videos, posting on Instagram multiple times a day, maybe even getting on Clubhouse, maybe doing Facebook groups, Facebook ads, setting up a website, blogging. What about maybe writing a book, setting up joint ventures or partnerships? Dude, there's plenty out there to be doing, and you can't be doing it all at once. That is one of the biggest lessons I learned through my entrepreneurial journey so much. And some of the biggest mistakes I've made is trying to do too much at once. And that's what I don't want you to do, because if you do the right things at the right time, that's when you're going to be able to have the best type of growth. And that is why we have this system set up so you can easily follow it. Then it's just trying to figure out, well, where do you best fit? And at this point, we know what it is that you need to be able to do. What are you focusing on, and what's the big goal of each of the section? Now, inside of the Coaches Cartel, there's three main levels. There is the incubator, then there is the inner circle, and then there is the boardroom. And you level up as you go through, and it depends where you actually are. And this is why in the very first chat that we have, in a strategy session, there is nothing to buy. We've got nothing to actually sell to you at this stage. The whole entire point of this quick 10-15 minute chat is just to figure out, well, where are you? What's going on? What are the best steps that you need to be able to do? Worst case scenario, you take the plan that we give with you and you run with it and you go for it yourself. Best case scenario is actually going to be a case where we can help you implement it and we take it from there. But just so you see the entire progress of it, we know that depending on where you are is dependent then on what level of the program you need to be able to go to, because then we can give you exactly what it is that you need at the end of the day. And then simply we just need to make sure that we have a very clear, what are your next moves, step by step by step, project by project by project, week by week. You know what it is that you need to be able to do, because the basis of it is, our goal is to make sure you wake up every single morning knowing exactly what it is, the few things are needed to be done to have the best leverage to grow your business. That's as hard, as simple as it gets for you to be able to grow a successful fitness business. So what we've been able to go through is a really quick overview of a strategy session. So if you want to book in your own strategy session with me and the team, just click the link below to be able to get access into it, and we'll go through this exact process for you. So at least at the bare minimum, you're going to walk away knowing the key projects that you need to work on to be able to grow your fitness business. That's as simple as it comes, and that's all you need to be able to do. That's all I need to be able to do. That's all we need to do to be able to grow successful fitness businesses. So click the link below. Hopefully we'll chat with you in a strategy session really soon, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next training session.